Hello, hello, hello again. Good afternoon. Or good evening, depending on where you are. Today, I've got a little bit of time earlier in the day for me here in sunny, hot as balls, Houston, Texas. So, I figured I'd stream some, see if anybody wants to play some Path of Exile with me. And, yeah. So, I'm going to drink my coffee, sit here, say hello to anybody that comes around, get this going. Alright, so Scepter of God. Leading into part 4.
Remember,
I know
gamers,
nothing about
what
this.
goes up must come down.
Alright, so, this is Malachi. Okay, well, he has some glowing red thingamabob that I would love to have. Let's see here. Chimeric Croakers. I got some new spells, some new legendaries. I love the Summon Spectral. I've been having a lot of fun with that. My Vol Summon Skeleton, the Skeleton General, has armor now, which is super cool. I will admit to playing this a little bit offline, just because this game's awesome and I can't always stream because I have other means that I have to make money. So, but it's awesome. Like, you summon it, and there's like 15 different skeletons, and the skeleton general has just giant plate armor on him, which is just super sweet. And those are weird looking. I don't even know what to think of those. Chimeric, huh? Is the response. Well, it's been interesting the amount of just statues uh, and other random things have been in part 3. So, and everybody should be happy. My energy levels are up. It's been a productive morning. I was able to take care of some issues with some clients. I was able to do a product review for a new software product, and I've had some time to get some Path of Exile in, which I'm very excited about, because the more I play this game, truly, the more in depth I want to get into it, because it is super duper cool. This weekend, though, I think I'm going to hit up some Warframe, because I really enjoy Warframe, and I haven't been able to play it lately. So, but absolutely going to rock out this for now. So, Undying Archivist, which strangely just died. Let's see here. What else? Portal Scroll. Yeah. I need to maybe like move my monitor down some because I realize I'm like looking up whenever I'm looking because I've got my monitor above my streaming computer on my desk. So it looks a teeny bit odd, but you know, it's also really nice because I can just sit back in my chair. But today I'm gonna sit up, keep my energy levels up, and hopefully remain entertaining to anybody that decides to stop by. If there is anybody that is. Which is quite possible nobody will. But that's okay, because I still enjoyed this, so. See? Check it out. Skeleton's got a shield, thick old armor. Super cool. I was not expecting that. It's a really nice addition. And because I was showing you that skeleton, I didn't get as good on this as I wanted to, but that's okay. I have no idea what that call is about, so I'm not going to answer it. Because I am in here. Playing my games. Oh, yeah. going upstairs, going downstairs, going through really, really dark places. I gotta say, this game is really freaking dark. And I don't mean, necessarily subject matter wise, although it absolutely is with torture and blood sacrifice and stuff like that. But it is like just light wise super dark. I mean, I feel like I should turn up the brightness on my monitor to make it easier to see, and if I do so, it looks just washed out because it's supposed to be just super abysmally dark. Because apparently the developers of this game wanted to create something that was a counter to all the wonderful bright colors that Diablo had. Because so many people had issues with that, because it was a departure from the ye old... just a moment. Looks like I do need to check this message real fast. All right.
Too much clutter.
Oop, don't want to drop that. Oh, goodness. Gotta love continued drama. Stopped practicing law, and all day I've been getting emails and text messages and stuff from people asking about law stuff. Be nice to finally be able to move on with my life and do what I enjoy doing, which is this and building businesses and talking to people instead of fixing people's problems. A thankless job that you arguably never get paid enough to do. Okay. So, fire round shield. I still need to find the last ascendancy trial, and I'm not sure where it is. I was looking around for it. It said it was in the gardens, but I didn't see any evidence of that. I found one of them in the gardens. Maybe there's a second one. I don't know. Oh, goodness. Excuse me. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't seen another one in the garden, so who knows? Opens a door. Stop glitching on me. Or fine, glitch on me. Let's run back to the other door. That's right. I shall defeat you. Oh, pain in the butt port. Seriously? Give me a break. Thank you. Sheesh. I swear. That press A glitch is a pain. Oh, man. Another game I've been playing lately is Gwent. I don't know how many people have played or are playing Gwent, but dear lord is it entertaining. I can sit there for hours just poring over my cards and figuring out whether to mill a certain card or craft a certain card. It's awesome. So cool. I would love to be in one of the creative departments for one of these games. Since I suck at math, my programming skills are, for lack of a better term, non-existent. That will never happen. But hey, I'd love to be there. It'd be cool. My intellectual property being completely within my head makes it difficult to market without reputation, which I have none in that industry. But I could certainly start doing reviews, which I may start doing, actually. Because I will play just about anything for a little while. And the upper Scepter of God. I love the way they're like, and nobody has ever returned. It's like, you clearly haven't met the gamer that runs multiple characters to max level. I would love to know how these experts get to end game in 4 hours. That's just mind blowing. Because this game is ludicrously large. Alrighty. Let's see here. Letter to Chitus.
Dear Chitus, the Empire has lived in fear and ignorance since its inception. As meaty ancestors, in their arrogance, turned their backs on the lessons of the
Thaumatocracy? Seriously?
lacked courage,
I mean, in an odd way, it makes sense, but
while scrabbling for approval and comfort within the prison of their meager, mortal lives. You are not one of those emperors. You are Chitus the Great, the man who will make this empire truly understand the meaning of the word eternal. We shall build this thaumatocracy together, my emperor, gem by gem, immortal by immortal. Your devoted servant, Malachi.
okay. Man, it's gonna be years before all this shit with me practicing law is finally over. Years. Really wish it could end now, but I don't think that's in the cards, sadly. Okay, where the fuck am I supposed to go? I'm running around like, haha, let's go to the Scepter of God. What is that? Well, that is certainly unique. And what am I not doing? Stepping through that door, because holy cow, look at the damage that's causing. Just my goodness. It's a statement to my minions' resourcefulness and resilience that they are still alive. Because, dear God. Alright, what do we got in here? Some weird thing. So he shows up to start helping me capture beasties. In the top of a temple that no one goes, he just suddenly appears. Oh, that's just epic looking. I gotta say, that's cool. That's getting clipped. Look at that. Oh. I do kind of feel like I'm fighting outside some Grecian temple. Or inside some Grecian temple somewhere. That's super awesome. Oh, yeah. I got a rainbow plumage birdie. Open door. Alright. So I'm thinking, and I'm gonna have to ask around, but I'm thinking come next month I'm gonna have to do I'm thinking I'm gonna have to do a Monster Hunter month, maybe start new character or something like that, and run through to commemorate the new DLC. I absolutely may have to do that. Die, you odd crystalline monster beasties. And here we go. There we go. Oh, yeah. I really do need to check and see if, check out What's Up app. Oh, yeah. I really do need to check and see, who and what is currently hip hopping out there in the world of Twitchland. I don't know if anyone's ever heard of Twitch Strike, but I use it like I mean it is a link on my phone's homepage that I look at like 4 times a day because it is super important to see what people stream when you're a really small streamer like me. So, normally, this game is a phenomenal game to be streaming at this time, but it appears that perhaps I am mistaken on this day. Let's see. Path of Exile is down on the list. What is it? Do people want me to play uh the original Witcher? I have all 3 of them. I can absolutely do that. Let's see here. All right. So, that done. I'm gonna have to go to the gym here too, and I want to go before freaking 5 o'clock. Cause dear lord, I went to this one LA Fitness yesterday, and not far from the Energy Corridor offices for Keller Williams Memorial, and it was just no offense to anybody there or anything like that. It was a nice facility. It was very small, kind of cramped. And a number of people were very guilty of sitting on a bench for 45 minutes. Hey, Steve's on. Yelvy's on. What is Yelvy doing? Okay, hold on. What is Yelvy doing online? Let's see. Because I'm curious. He should be at work. Since I write my own schedule, I can be wherever I need to be. And my coworker he has a number of tasks that he's doing, and he's doing very well at them today, as far as I'm aware. So, why is he not joining my wonderful party like he should be? Like a good friend. I'm just gonna go. I can't spam them like he does. He'll sit there and spam like 9 party invites. Which is just somewhat excessive. You know, maybe one of these days I'll actually like put up one of those things where you can't see behind me. There he is.
Until we slaughter you!
Hold on just a second. Can you hear me, Tappy?
Yeah.
Okay. What are you doing online? I figured you'd be at work, sir.
Got a really swollen throat.
Yeah, okay, good. Because for a moment there, when you started talking, I was like, shit, has he been crying? I was like, no.
No, I fucked up my throat somehow on probably Monday night. And that's when I first started to feel pain in my throat.
Mm-hmm.
And it got really bad overnight. So I thought I had strep, so I called in for strep. I went to the quick care and they're like, no, you don't have strep, you just have really swollen everything in your throat. So 2 of my saliva ducts or whatever were really swollen. What is it, the uvula was really swollen?
Yes.
And then just random parts in
What
the
was his
back
name?
of my throat were swollen. The doctor?
No. That young man or old man that gave you that infection.
I don't fucking know.
It merely was a name.
But, yeah, so they gave me some anti-inflammatories, and yeah, so it's mostly working, but there's still quite a few bits that are pretty fucking swollen. I'm hoping it'll be done by tomorrow, because I'm going back to work tomorrow, whether it's good or not.
Yeah. Yeah, I would recommend just like binging on Tylenol unless they gave you an actual painkiller.
No.
That's kind of shitty. I would have asked for one. I would have been like, for the love of all that is holy, unholy, godly, and pagan, give me a painkiller.
That's okay, we got Motrin at work.
Or I will dangle my dice on your forehead.
Like I said, we got Motrin at work, so if all else fails, I'll just eat the entire box that they have out in the office.
Ugh. Well, if I had a larger if I had the ability to overnight you shit right now, I would send you my ginormous bottle of Tylenol that I carry with me at all times. Which I'm sure means my liver will shut down eventually. But hey, small things. Wow,
Okay. Like I
this
said,
is
I'm hoping it'll be done by tomorrow. So
This is epic. What is going on? Yeah, you should be checking this out.
what's going on?
I'm fighting some dude named Alal the Terrifying, up on like a windswept rooftop with some sort of like Frankenstein-y machine. As he's
Awesome.
chanting and shooting. Oh, it's Dominus. Oh, okay, so that's Dominus. The High Templar. You know what? I think it's time to use a summon on that shit, because this guy is taking some major damage. Die. Okay, did I not kill Dominus? What the actual fuck is that?
Dominus Mark II.
Yeah. Are you seeing this?
No, I'm not on your stream.
Okay.
Give me a sec.
It's okay. You'll be able to see it in the clip I just posted. Crap. I set it up so I know. So like on my stream deck, I just hit a button and I can snag both a clip and it puts a stream tag on it.
That's neat. I didn't realize that you could get magic flasks. That's cool.
Oh yeah. You can get all sorts of random stuff, which you've seen some of it. I made this, sort of, in my menagerie.
You have mounted the summit of the Empire, not a cockroach. You have crushed.
What am I not answering? A random phone call I don't recognize from Virginia.
Skin of Raidlast. Dominus exiled you.
So where do I go to figure out what the fucking All Flame is about?
Okay, I will come help you in just a
It's been in my
moment.
inventory forever.
You know that, don't you?
It's the,
Emperors. Avaricious little pests scrabbling to steal the legacy of their betters. Unless we burn that legacy, sear its infection from the flesh of existence. Go north, my lovely unbug. Go to
my lovely unbug.
the beginning of the end. Dive headlong into the nightmare sea.
Ooh, how amazingly awesome does that sound? Dive into the nightmare sea. All right, so you said you're what? You're doing the All Flame?
Yeah, I want to get rid of it. I actually have a bunch of requests still from the first act. So, yeah, the Lord's Labyrinth, the Way Forward, I guess that's the main quest. And then the Marooned Mariner, which is the... Okay, so I need to be in the ship graveyard to find out
Yes.
what it does. Okay.
Yeah, you go talk to the ghosty. And he's a dick. Solve all the
Sounds
trials
like
of
most
ascendancy to access the Lord's Labyrinth. Which I can't do because I haven't... You will encounter powerful enemies in this area, it says. Wonderful. Just what I want to hear. Carry on, crew. New cards. I'm enjoying getting new cards. Always happy. You know, it's funny, like, I was talking and discussing this game and discussing life and theory, and, you know, and I had no freaking watchers, like, none. And then you hop on, and then I get 6. And I'm like, ah! And then you know, I like stop pontificating for a little while, I guess, and they go away. And I'm like, no!
Nice.
What the actual fuck is that? So it was my anniversary last week, and I was trying to ignore it, you know, just like try to forget that it was there to try to move on. And then my roommate, and I love Kyle, sat there and goes, "So are you okay? You know, because your wedding anniversary was like." It was, you know, a couple of days ago, and I'm like, you bastard! I was like, I'm trying to be okay! Gym level up. Oh, you remember that that one spell I have that calls in, like, the Legion of Skeletons? Tappy? That, you know that one move I have that calls in, like, the Legion of Skeletons?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, it leveled up, and now the Skeleton General wears freaking plate armor and has a shield. I was like, hell yeah. I thought it just meant more, dudes to join my army of death, but no, it's the dude got more awesome. So now I can't cross the stupid Bridge of Ascendancy because I haven't finished all the trials. I'm missing one. By the way, I cheated a little bit, and I got online and I looked up what the trials do, and it's how you open your subclass. It's where you actually choose your subclass to figure out what you want to be. So obviously because of the way I've built everything, I'm going to be a freaking necromancer. But you can like plagues, all sorts of stuff. Like I have one currently that is me. I'm also wondering where half of these skeletons are coming from, because like I'm all of a sudden just getting like I have an enormous army of shit running around. I think I've got
Nice.
20 things on screen right now. Gore Flutter, the ever thirsty.
Sweet.
Yeah, let me get through this area, and then I'll head to you.
It's okay, I just completed it.
Which one, the All Flame?
Yeah.
And douchebag attacked you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I was really annoyed by that. I was like, well, screw you then, dude.
Funnily enough, though, he dropped a pair of better gloves.
Did he really? Hey, he wasn't so
Yeah.
useful or useless after all. you do, spoiler alert, you do run into him again.
We. Okay, so that. Alright. The lines I watch.
Oh, yes, chest. The eternal chest that won't open because of the press A bug. Which is the most irritating bug ever.
Come on, Waypoint, don't give me this shit.
Alright, let's see here. What was I gonna do? Oh, yeah, I got an email. So exciting.
Emails are exciting. Oh, did you notice that I sold my soul for a 24-pack of Mountain Water?
Yes, I did. And, when were you gonna share that mountain water with the rest of us?
Are you gonna sell your soul for Mountain Water?
Well, that's if you believe you have one.
I don't even want to start to get into what my beliefs on the matter are, because that is a complicated mess that even I don't fully understand.
Congratulations, that means you're intelligent and you questioned what you were taught as a child. Therefore, whatever your confusion is, I'm certain, better than many things I have heard.
Huh.
Because that's always been my thing. I'm just like, I'm always just like, you know what? I don't care what you believe. Just, make sure that it's yours.
Huh?
Oh, nothing. I'm rambling. I'm rambling. I
Sorry,
did,
I'm trying to listen to you and NPCs
what's
at the
this
same
son of a
time,
bitch
and it's
saying?
not
Hold on.
working. Cool, I got 2 whole skill books for that shit. I will take it. I could have sworn there were nodes that gave me decks hiding somewhere.
Oh
but I
my
can't
god, this
find
guy is a
them.
freaking idiot. Okay, Now I know why my client or my ex-client was all confused. That
Mm.
makes sense.
That's what I need. I need that.
There we go. Oh, it's just I had a all right. Here's the saga of this case. So, I had a client. They're nice people. They moved into a house,
Mm-hmm.
okay, and they decided they were going to break their lease because they wanted to purchase a house. So they leave,
Mm-hmm.
and they do everything they're supposed to. Like they have a professional cleaner come in and clean it. They, they continue to maintain the property, and they pay their rent
Mm-hmm.
each month as it comes due. And this landlord sits there and decides that he's going to come up with all sorts of reasons as to why they shouldn't get their security deposit back. And he is the biggest, one of the biggest asses I've ever had the misfortune to deal with in my entire life. He continues to call me, even like way after the fact, incompetent and all this stuff, and yet I've beaten him at 3 different levels of judiciary. Like I've beaten him at the appellate level. I've beaten him like the formal court of appeals. I beat him in JP court. I beat him in county court. And he continues to say that I'm incompetent. And I was licensed and should know this and that and whatever. And so basically, I fought this guy in JP court, saying, well, according to this code section, we are entitled to this. We had like a 2-hour trial, and which is freaking long for JP court. And JP is
Mm-hmm.
Justice of the Peace, in case you didn't know. And so we uh, we get to the end. Judge is like, "Oh, I'll take it under advisement." And so I write a brief on why this guy's claim is like stuff that he'd written in his lease is actually is straight up against the law, and I still maintain that it was a violation of the Fair Debt Collections Protection Act. But
Mm-hmm.
everybody has decided not to. Every single court at every level has decided not to answer that question because they're like, we're not touching that shit with a 10-foot pole. And so, anyways, so I write a brief, I give it to the judge, and the judge goes, oh, well, I absolutely, I agree. This was wrong. They should not have done this. They were not right to. So they forfeit their right to withhold the security deposit and awards attorney's fees and everything else. And on the way out of the courtroom, before he made that ruling, he and his real estate agent and the person that was with him, I think his wife, and other people were laughing at me like, God, that attorney is such an idiot. And then the judge hands
Awesome.
down his judgment. And I'm like, oh yeah. And then he appeals. And I'm like, okay, let's do this.
Mm-hmm.
So he gets another attorney who did not, really nice guy. He's actually a good attorney. I've never seen him before or since, but he did a good job, but he didn't know anything. He knew
Mm-hmm.
nothing. And so he walks up to me and he goes, so are your clients ready to settle for my attorney's fees and their costs? And I'm like, excuse me? I'm like, are you serious? And he's like, yeah, because they have no case. I'm like, okay, first off, I won at the JP level, so obviously there is a case. And they kept saying the word frivolous, and this case has no merit in law or whatever. And I'm like, no. I'm like, no, you need to be talking to me about settlement, or we're wasting our time. He's like, well, then we're wasting our time. I'm like, fuck it, let's do it. So we have a 6-hour trial in front of Judge Dwyer in
Mhm.
Guadalupe County, and he says, again, I'll take it under advisement. And then he rules for us again. Less money this time, but still ruled for us. And so
Mhm.
the attorney who I spoke to, he told his clients, you don't want to appeal this any further. You're not going to win. And they had to pay a
Mhm.
$3,300 bond to even get to county court, anyways. And so they ignored him, fired him, and sent the case up to the Fourth Court of Appeals. So
Mhm.
it took them, I don't know, like 3 or 4 submissions to finally get the format right, because they're supposed to be held to the same level as an attorney if they're going to practice in if they're going to represent themselves in a court of law. And so
Mhm.
they file an appeal, saying that I should be sanctioned for frivolous, and all this stuff, like coming after me personally. Like they're not going after the Baldwins, like they're coming after me personally. And
Mhm.
so in June, on June 16th, I think it was May or June, I get an email back from the appellate court saying that they denied it and assessed all of the attorney's fees for the appeal to me, or to us, I should say. And
Mhm.
so like he has no arguments any further, but he's still writing stuff about how like I'm stupid and I should know better than to do this, this, and that. He just filed a motion to try to keep us from getting the money for the bond because like I don't know, like it's stupid. I don't really understand his argument because it doesn't have any basis. And but just sitting there like Mr. Byers licensed and should know exactly what he's doing, and he's not doing his job, and he should be sanctioned for that again. And this guy is sitting there talking about how he's so intelligent and this and that. I mean, he was one of the worst, most most obvious liars I've ever dealt with on stand, and it's so irritating that people can just sit there and lie to a judge's face. And I'll sit there and be like, Your Honor, that person just lied to you. And they'll be like, well, that's debatable. I'm like, no, he said this, then he said this. That is a lie. I'm like, that is perjury. And they're just like, well, we're just not going to deal with that because they don't want to deal with it, politically. So
Mhm.
so this guy just filed this motion and sent it over, and understandably, my client was she's my ex client was very concerned. Like, what do I do? I don't understand because she's representing herself, and I'm not providing legal advice or anything along those lines, but I'm discussing it with her and how best to move forward for herself. And she's like, I don't know what to do. And so I've read it, and I'm just like, this idiot. I mean, if he wanted to make a complaint, he made the wrong freaking complaint. Like, I just,
Mhm.
if I could dick slap him, I totally would.
Nice.
There would be dick in face slap smack, and it would most very much amuse me. So okay, I am je suis fini. So let's send you invitee. So are you burned out on Halo Wars?
For a little while.
I don't blame you. We played a lot of Halo Wars.
We did, yeah. No, I just need to take a break so I can come back at it later with a fresh mindset and assess strategies because
I understand that.
almost all of the strategies I was coming up with were failing really bad. So
Fair enough. I don't
I
know,
think the
like,
only strategy that actually failed that probably could have succeeded was the artillery play, but the thing with the artillery play is you can't make that play by yourself because of how vulnerable it leaves you.
Yeah.
I
You're
mean,
talking
it's an
about with
excellent support
what's her
play.
name, right?
Anders, yeah.
Yeah.
Even with Serena, it's pretty good, but like it leaves you so vulnerable. And the few times where we were able to like actually get it in a support role, it worked really well, as you would remember. But like that's the thing, like it's a support play.
Yeah. Oh man. So you know one thing I enjoy doing on Twitch from time to time? I like getting on and
Hmm.
finding small communities and talking to the streamers.
Mm-hmm.
I've met some really nice people.
Well, yeah. It's always easier to get along with people than to make enemies. So.
That's Do you really believe that? I disagree. It's really easy to make enemies. It's much harder to get
Yeah,
along with people
depends.
so they don't hate you.
I mean, if they already have some inclination of
Wow,
who
your
you
character looks
are,
gay. GAE.
well, I mean, I'm not wearing my Loath coat anymore, so that's probably why.
Jihadi Joe, are we heading to find that other outlaw? Because he'll be this way to the
Yes.
right.
Okay. Yeah, we're going to get that last motherfucker.
Look at this. Like, in a minute, like, I guess because I've leveled up my gems so much, like, you'll see, at some point, randomly, I will all of a sudden have, like, 20 people out there, and I didn't summon them. Like, they'll just appear.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, goodness. What was I looking for? Oh, I got 4 skill points. Yay! That's what I was going to do. Energy leech support. Let me see here. Bone offering, summon skeleton, right? Okay, so pick up gem. Convocation, summon raging spirit, raise zombie. Voila. Um, what was the point of that? Right. That's what I screwed up on. Okay. Hold on, I'm changing around my gems real fast. Ooh, but wait, I have 2 summon phantasm supports? Okay, that's level 10. What are you? Okay, we're gonna pick up that gem and store it, and then we're gonna take you. Socket you there. It's minion speed support. Pick up gem. Socket gem. Socket gem. And what do we have over here? Alright, contagion. There we go. Oh wait, is that the one I wanted to put in there? No, dumbass. That one. That is summon phantom support. And whoops. Well, I actually would rather. my summon skeleton?
I don't know. Where's your summon skeleton?
I don't know. I guess it's up your ass. Suck it. I know. I'm hilarious. It's okay. You can admit it.
The only thing that's hilarious here is the fact that I haven't killed myself yet.
Like, in like real life? Are we talking in real life or are we talking like hypothetically?
What's the difference?
There are many ways to kill yourself without actually causing bodily harm. Oh wait, hold on. Where? Oh, this is the crossroads. We need to go to the broken bridge. There we go. Go, minions, go. I set up my. I just linked my zombie minions, which are definitely the most powerful of all of my minions, with energy leech support, so that my energy shield continually recharges as they beat the hell out of people.
So how does the link shit work exactly?
Okay. Go to your inventory real fast.
Okay.
So from what I understand, look at how some of these circles are linked together.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you can add modifiers. I'm actually, and this is where I'm a little off. I'm not actually sure if the modifiers do anything on their own, like if they're just sitting there. So I'm not actually sure if they actually do anything. And so, since I'm not sure of that, but looking at the way some of them are connected, let's say, all right, for example, I have Summon Skeleton, and it's in between minion speed support and minion damage support. And they're both linked.
Okay.
So they're both, those are two supports with skeletons. And now I have energy leech support with raised zombie. So an energy leech supports any skill that hits enemies, causing those hits to leech energy shield based on damage dealt. And because my minions do so much unbelievable damage, that's why I do it. Here, let's hit this crystal.
Yeah, I just swapped something around. See if that changes it. It does. Okay. That makes sense, and I'm kind of unhappy about that.
What?
So the link, yeah, you have to have the shit link for it to actually do anything.
Really?
Yeah. So I have a whole bunch of shit that just isn't really helping because none of it's linked.
Good to know. Fuck me.
So, for example, my ancestral call support isn't on right now, which is why I'm not hitting literally everything in their mother.
That explains it.
So I need to somehow get a.
You can reforge those links, by the way.
Yeah, but how many is it going to take before I get everything linked?
I'll be honest, I cannot tell you, nor do I know. Let's see what we got in this Koi chest. Nothing particularly interesting. So, yeah. Because I just played around with this today.
Okay, so I have 3 reds that are currently not doing jack shit. Excellent.
That's actually really good to know.
That.
That the supports actually have to be
Supporting each other.
Yes. I mean, yes, I get that makes sense, but at the same time, you know, like, I didn't really know.
Yeah, it's definitely big A tier.
Yeah. Then that's
So I
getting
pick all.
picked up and stored. That's getting picked up and socketed.
I need more patches of almost entirely and entirely naked women. That's what I need.
What?
I said I need more lewd patches. But I guess I should also actually get like a vest or something that I can put them on so they're not just sitting in the closet.
Yes.
So everyone I meet on the street will know that I'm a filthy degenerate.
You need people on the street to know this? I mean, we
Not
already all
everyone.
know this. We all
Yeah, if you
know
know me.
that you are a filthy,
If you know me.
filthy degenerate.
Yeah,
Dirty.
but what about all the random people that just like don't know?
Oh, it's okay. Ignorance can be bliss occasionally.
Yeah, but fuck those people. I don't give a shit if they're in bliss or in pain.
Shit. Tappy.
What?
Tappy.
What?
Be nice, Tappy.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
I say be nice, so you be nice.
I do what I want.
What's this dude? Oh,
I need to
right.
make myself some more tea.
Hmm.
Yeah, so my goal is to make my AoE literally as big as I possibly can.
We're gonna. Da-da-da-da. There's one other thing. And it's funny, people are like, so, you're just playing video games, huh? And I'm like, ah! Sitting here working on, like, other stuff as I'm talking about it. Got a bill for the yard. Right. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Why are you... Ah! Why is it not giving me the send options? There it is. Okay. Email away. Did you go to the Broken Bridge?
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Where you, like, killed nothing while running through?
I don't know about you, but I like to fill out the map, which means I skirt around the edge.
I usually just kind of, like, shoot for wherever enemies are. And then I just clean up the areas that are dark. I used to do the edge thing, But after playing way too many ARPGs over way too long a period of time, I just kind of stopped. Oh, did you know that they're porting over Torchlight 2?
I did not.
Yep. They're porting over Torchlight 2 to console. I'm tempted to get that if only to play with Kyle or you, because I have it on PC. I've had it for forever. It's not exactly a spring chicken game, if you know what I mean.
I mean, I never really cared for Torchlight. Then again, I didn't play the second one.
It's a good game. I actually really enjoy it. So you know what I'm not going to do? Talk to this dude. Because I chose to help him. There we go. Not going to start this crystal without you, Tappy. So Nolan and I tried. Why is it that Nolan wants to do freaking zombies at like the worst time of day?
Help me kill this kid.
All right, yeah.
Help me.
He always wants to do zombies. It's like, hey, Conrad, it's 11:15. Let's do zombies. I'm like, God dang it, man.
Probably because he just wants to play whenever he wants to play.
So you,
That's why.
You know, you could always stick around and be part of our cozy.
Ow.
you know who killed you?
I wonder.
My zombies hit hard, yes.
They do, yeah.
As soon as I saw that we were going to disagree, I was like, I'm going to step away and let my zombies just gather around. Here, do you want a muttering essence of woe?
I mean, I never use them, so you can keep it if you want.
Apparently they're super useful. I'm waiting till higher levels, though, to use them.
Cool. You need to get your ass back here again.
I'm just not going to talk to him, so you go ahead.
You literally have to vote, though.
I
That's
have
the
to
thing.
vote? It won't let me vote.
Yeah.
No, it won't let me. I'm stuck, so you have to kill him or die.
Cool, got it. Oh, your zombies are still mad, lol. I feel like that's kind of dumb, though.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why they did that. My zombies aren't still mad at you, are they? Apparently
Oh,
they are.
They very much are. Yeah, they are very mad still.
Hey.
Ah!
I'm having way too much fun with this. Here's your PvP.
Those fucking skulls are probably the worst part.
Yes,
Those
they
skulls
are.
hurt worse than all of your other shit.
Not the zombies actually do more damage.
Yeah, but I can outrun the zombies.
Yep.
It's a
But
lot
not
harder
the
to outrun the
skulls.
skulls, yeah.
And I can do 8 of them. Oh no, I can do 9 now.
How much damage do I even do to the zombies?
I don't know. It's a good question.
Oh. Honestly, the fact that you can literally just summon them on top of me is the worst part. Because, like, if that wasn't the case, it wouldn't be so bad.
I think we should be not enemies anymore.
Yeah, no, I think it ends once one of us dies.
Nope.
Nope, that is not how
Nope.
it works.
Do we need to, like... I'll leave the party and then come back.
Awesome.
Because that's just... It's amusing me, but it's also kind of shitty at the same time. Alright, I have left the party of Jihadi Joe. So now I am going to re-enter the party of Jihadi Joe. Oh! Hey, Abdullah! Tappy, apparently your voice is robotic.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
Neat.
Your voice is robotic. Which means, just unplug and plug your shit back in. If you would. I sent an invite. So, we should be okay now and not killing each other. Oh, goodness. How are you doing, Abdullah? See here, you're over there. So, it's probably, what, like 10 o'clock your time? Or is it 7 hours?
It's 1 o'clock.
No, not your time, his time.
Oh.
He's overseas. I know what time it is your time.
Yes, the tiny time.
So, that was immensely entertaining. Yeah, while I was chasing you, I was like, you know what? I keep getting really close to him, but then I completely forgot that I can summon all of my guys to me at one time, and they're invincible for about a second.
Yeah, that explains a lot.
Yeah, and they heal. It was fun. I enjoyed that. That was highly entertaining. I was sitting there like, wait a minute, where'd
No, we are still not friends.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
How are we
we're
still
not
enemies?
friends. That's a good question. I don't know.
Here, kill me.
You know, the worst part is you're actually extremely fucking squishy.
Oh, my character is squishy as hell, dude.
I literally killed you in 3 hits.
Oh, dude,
That's
my
supreme squish.
character is very, very squishy. Are we still not friends now? Let's find out.
No, I'm gonna go to town.
Okay, come to town. Because I'm tired of not being friends.
See, at least in Diablo 2, there was like an active slider where you could just change your relationship with other people in the fucking instance at will.
Okay.
Which was also annoying at some points because
don't know
you would
why.
get people that were level 99 that would join the game and instantly be like, yeah, fuck everybody in this server but me.
Right. Okay. Let me see here. I'm gonna kill the Xbox party and then reset it. See if that'll kill the robotic. So, I'll invite you back
It
in
literally
just a
might
moment.
just be my voice right now.
It could just be your voice right now, but I'm gonna try, and if it fails, you know, kind of like if he dies, he dies. If it fails, it fails, and we give up. All right, so I'm gonna leave party and then set it back up.
Come.
What is this? July 18th. Okay, I don't care, Charles. All right. Did you make it back? Look, you're green.
Oh no.
I think we're friends again. I was just gonna like revive in town regardless.
Yeah, no, I think we both have to go in town for.
Because that was hilarious.
That might be what resets it, yeah.
But that's why I was like, I'm just gonna let you kill me, because otherwise we're gonna be running around with you dodging my minions while I'm just like staying back and trying not to get too close, lest you 3-hit me. You do know though that what happens since you're lower level than me is it adjusts down for you. So what it does
Yeah, that
is
makes
I
sense.
am now your level.
What level am I? Level 24, so I'm
Yeah.
about, what, 12 levels under you right now? Level 36, right?
15.
Oh, 15 levels lower? Yeah, that's quite a bit.
Yeah. It does that so that I can't, I can't be like a max level character and run your ass through stuff.
Yeah, which is nice.
Yeah, I can appreciate that. Right, that's what I was gonna do. All right, so now you need to go talk to. Is it Leela?
Oak.
Alila?
I need to go talk to Oak.
Oh, right, because you chose to help Oak, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's probably gonna try to kill you.
Who gives a shit? I'll just bash his skull in like everyone
Bash his
else.
skull in. Well, I am going to add of heat. Unique mace or scepter. Jewel of staunching, of grounding, of warding. What is that?
Oh, I have to have that unlocked to put that in. Okay. You know what? I did just get a skill point, so I should maybe
What about this?
be able to do that.
Level 33 bow. But that's only level 22? That's not cool. Alright, fine. We'll do a level 30 jewel. Level 30 jewel it is. Here we go.
Okay, so which orb reforges the links?
I think it's the jeweler one. Ooh. That's interesting. I'll take that. I don't think I can do any more of those, so...
It is the orb of fusing.
Okay, it's the orb of fusing? I couldn't remember.
Jeweler's orb changes the number of sockets.
Adds of grounding.
Sweet. Got it on the first try.
I wonder what this does.
I do need Dex, though, so I still can't use that for a while.
Is that not going to do anything?
I need new boots. Boots are old as shit.
Okay, that one is getting put over here. Let's see if we can... Let's do it. Let's do it! No? No? Oh, son of a gun. Alright, I give up. I won't do it. I was all excited, and now it's just not any fun. Why did I do that? Because I'm an
I don't
idiot.
know why
There
you
we
can
go.
do that.
So, I assume your voice is still robotic, because, people are going away. Not that I care. I really don't care right now.
Probably.
Yeah,
Like I
I
said,
really don't care right now, because,
my throat's kind of fucked up, so.
yeah. Yeah, the reason I don't care right now is I wasn't even going to be on today, really. And so the fact that
Yeah.
I'm here at all is amazing. I need Booze
Nice.
to take some, initiative and get on of his own volition, since he has this shit now. But,
Yeah.
whatever. Got it.
Oak
Finally.
was in the fucking where was Oak again?
I can finally socket a jewel.
Irma will reward me with 2 passive skill points if I kill him.
Yeah,
Where
yeah.
did that buff? That's a good question.
I guess yeah, because Abdullah just bounced. Just sad, but okay. But he did say he DC'd, so it could be he has a shit connection. So where are you located?
I'm in town trying to figure out where the fuck Oak is.
Oh,
He
Oak is
in...
wetlands.
Alright. Wetlands. So the question becomes, can I get the buff from Oak and then kill him to complete both of the quests? Or do I have to choose?
I don't know. Well, it doesn't matter. Because they're dead. They're all dead.
Are they?
Yes, we killed the other 2. Although you can return, by the way, each time, like, if you reset the area, which means you go away for 8 to 15 minutes, they'll be back alive again. You can kill them again.
Well, I was just talking about completing the quests.
There you go. Talk to Oak. I killed his ass. So, I think we're going to have to fight again. Damn it. What are the little letters next to my spells? What do those mean? Are we gonna... What are we doing?
And so a new enemy of hope rises.
So are we helping or killing?
Well, I kind of want that buff, so.
Warned you. We'll just have to come back. There, I'm gonna go ahead and resurrect in town. So you can talk to Oak now.
Hello.
Yeah, I'm beginning to think that it's Abdullah's connection that's making people sound robotic, because I don't hear me. And I also spend a lot of time making sure I'm not sounding robotic.
Yeah.
Ever since he pointed it out, I'm like, hell no. Nice.
A robot.
Now, I'm missing a green. What's a green? Nice. Mirage
Cool, so you can
Archsport.
only complete one of those quests. Makes sense. Alright, time to go back to town.
detonate dead.
Alright, so I got the Apex.
Increased damage over time. Yeah, we'll get that. So I'm gonna use the. Where is it? Damn, I can't use that for that. Wait, but I can for that. Yes.
Okay, so how do I use the Apex?
Apex. What is
The
Apex?
thing you get from Oak. It's the thing that you get from
Oh,
Oak.
just use it. Just go into your inventory and use it.
Won't let me.
What's it say?
Though its power has been shared, there is still more the Apex might unlock.
Oh, hold on to it.
Okay.
Yeah. I remember now. Yeah, just hold on to it. I know it's a pain in the ass. It
Okay.
takes up inventory space, but just you'll find out.
Okay.
Faster attacks or precision? We're gonna do precision. And they do bleed damage now? Dude.
So I have to do Einhardt's Menagerie, safe and sound.
You've got to do the menagerie. Well, I don't know. I can come help you if you need it, but it's not terribly difficult.
Travel to the Menagerie.
Where is it? You know, I don't really need that one. So I'm going to replace that one. And that's anger. So, alright. Do. Now I'm getting really sick of not finding the last trial of ascendancy. Ugh. Hmm. So I'm missing. What am I missing? I'm missing something. Is it the catacombs I haven't been to? I mean, this. Yeah, here it is. Last one. Finally. Yep. Oh, God. Okay, it took me a little while to figure out what to do in the menagerie.
Mm-hmm.
So, because I walked in, I'm like, where the fuck do I go? Cause it doesn't do very good. So did you go talk to the beast dude? And he's like, go to the arena! Ha ha ha!
Yeah.
Yeah, have you found the arena?
No.
Okay. Go back to where you came in.
Okay.
Okay, go back to where you came in. And then go forward and hug the left wall. And keep hugging the left wall past the Beastmaster dude.
Okay, I
Yeah.
see it.
It took me like 30, 40 minutes to figure out where the fuck that is. Like I was running around in circles. Like where the hell do I go?
Alright, so now I'm by the blood altar. What do I do now?
Oh, go up to the blood altar. Make yourself an item. You'll get a legendary out of it.
What do I need to make it?
You've already got it. What the fuck kind of weird ass traps are these? Yep. I hear you clicking away madly. So yes, you have discovered the reason. Orb of fusing. Crafting recipe, elemental damage with attacks. Ooh, so I can give my. That's the thing is, the more I get into this, and the more I understand exactly what, like how all this stuff works, like the way the gems work and everything. I mean, now all of a sudden my skeletons do fire damage. Like all 7 of them now do fire damage, and right now I've got Aura of Precision on, which just ups everything's crit and attack rate. And they're just sawing through enemies. I have solved all the trials of ascendancy. So did you get anything good out of the
I got a bow.
Okay. I got a wand. Much more useful than your bow. I apologize. It's not my fault, but I still apologize.
Okay, where do I go to complete Helena's thing?
What's her thing?
This ain't the hideout, safe and sound.
Okay.
The Dread Thicket.
Yes. So whoops,
Thicket?
This is Act 3. So you need to go to the Northern Forest. Once I'm finished clearing out the catacombs, I'll meet you there.
So the Northern Forest is above the wetlands, correct?
Yes, yes it is. It's that one that we opened the whatchamacallit? The vines. Do you remember the vines?
Oh, you have. Yeah, I haven't opened those yet.
Yeah. Yeah, you have.
No, I haven't. They're still there. I'm looking at them right now.
Oh, well, never mind then. You have.
I can open them right now if I need to. Do I have to?
I mean, that's how you get in there.
Okay.
That's the only way to get to the western woods.
Well then.
Oh, what does this person want? Hey! Extension 403 205790926. Yep. Do 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 do.
To kill a man like Dominus. That's an accomplishment worthy of Calm, my greatest ancestor.
God dang it.
Were we in Namakanui, I'd make you a Makanga. And on
That. Why? Why did it? Why? I am so annoyed. Why did it do that? Don't. Why?
Because you suck and it hates you.
You know what? I don't need your shit.
Don't lie to me.
I don't need your shit.
Don't lie to me.
Not lying to you.
Yes, you are.
Nope. No. Have I told you lately about our Lord and Savior C-3PO?
No.
He is a benevolent deity. Very fussy. Alright, so I have actually, I can't believe I have actually finished the Ascendancy trials. And now I'm gonna go get my secondary class. Or am I? Because it's just like, no.
I don't know, are you?
Hell yeah, I am. When you see me next on the battlefield, I shall be more than a woman.
So you're also gonna have a dick. Got it.
That's not necessarily what that means, you sexist dick.
I don't know what you're talking about. There's nothing sexist about that. Lots of guys like Fudas.
Like what?
Fudas.
I don't know what that means. Fudas?
Mm-hmm.
What's a Fuda? Are you talking about
Look it up.
Futanari?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, yeah, I know what a Futanari is. I've never heard it called a Fuda. Yeah, it's the best of both worlds.
Well, I don't know. I think traps are better than Fudas, but hey, that's just me.
Trap?
In the impressionable youth of my reign, I was
You know so little.
No, I probably know what it is. You're just not being specific. Like, well, no, you're being specific, but you're not.
You really.
You're using slang.
I'm literally not though. Trap is the actual word for it.
I mean, are we talking about? All right, you have to explain it to me now.
Okay. So, the trap, put in layman's terms, would be most closely resembling a cross-dresser, but it is a phenomenon specifically about and linked to anime and anime characters.
Are you
that
talking about the
are
ones that look like
actually-
hot anime chicks that are dudes?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. All right, I do know what that is. I just didn't know there was a term for it.
That is the term. Which is actually really annoying because I hate having to explain it to people because a lot of people have been trying to claim that trap is actually a pejorative for trans, which it's not.
Who said what? No, actually, it's not.
been
It's just a
thing that's
descriptor.
Yeah, no. But people have been trying to make that argument on and off. In fact, several of my friends have tried to make that argument, which is really annoying because it shows that they really just do not understand the culture that the term even came from, which is pretty par for the course with people that try and throw a fit about almost anything in anime.
You know, I gotta say, the closest person that I've ever met to being, like, not ever met, but the closest person I know to being a weeaboo would be your ass.
No, I am a European chauvinist. Get the fuck out of here with that shit.
As I said, the closest. And the thing is you have no desire to be Japanese. I'm just saying, like, you're the closest because you, like, culturally, your knowledge is, or at least of that particular medium, is unrivaled among my acquaintances and friends. And that's a statement
Yeah,
because I've got some nerdy ass friends. I mean, you've spoken to my roommate. All he watches is anime. He won't watch anything else. He hates watching anything with real people in it.
I don't blame him. Real people are icky.
Well, his reasoning is because his life sucks, and so he doesn't want to watch real people because anything that's real life reminds him of real life, and why on earth would he need that? Which makes
That's
perfect
fair.
sense.
It does. I usually just prefer anime because a lot of anime has better storytelling than a lot of Western shows. Granted, there
I'll
are
agree
a
with
lot of
that.
anime that are basically just shovelware, but when you do find good anime, they're much better than
Well,
some of
that
the best shit that
see that's the thing is
comes out here.
I think the median I think the mediums break about even on shit versus good quality programming and writing. I think the mediums break about even because,
Yeah.
to be honest, it's a rare anime that is truly unbelievably compelling, whereas it's also
Hmm.
a rare TV show that is unbelievably compelling. Now,
I'd say that's fair, yeah.
I will say that in general, though, standalone anime movies that are just, standalone stories tend to have a lot more depth and be a lot more daring than television
Hmm.
shows. And
Well,
so
yeah,
the
because there
standalone
are rules
movies,
with our TV.
yeah. And so the standalone
Japan doesn't
movies
have
I
those
find to be
rules.
of higher thematic quality than a lot of standalone
Yeah,
movies that we have. So on that side, I will agree that yes, it is in some ways a superior medium. I mean, that's one thing I really
that's fair.
enjoy about that kind of programming is like what we consider taking a risk. To them is it's nothing. Even though, like, did you see Goblin Hunter
Yeah,
or Goblin
Goblin Slayer.
Slayer?
Not gonna lie, I was actually pretty disappointed with Goblin Slayer.
Really, it followed the source material like real closely.
See, and that's the issue. I never read the manga for Goblin Slayer. All that I know is that I went into Goblin Slayer expecting nothing but pain and misery and ultimate suffering, and that is not what I got. I got that maybe a little bit in the first episode, and then it was almost never touched again.
Did you watch the whole thing?
I did, yes.
Okay. Now I will say that they left out some of the character building for to you know increase the action, which was kind of shit. The fuck is that? So I will absolutely grant that. Holy crap! So yeah, no, I'll grant that, but but by and large, I like it followed the manga pretty closely.
Yeah, which is good. I always like it when they do that, but again, I just wouldn't know because I never read the manga. And again, I was expecting something far darker than what I got, so
Well, they touched on those same themes, but it was a touch. They didn't delve into it. And I and that
which is
I
what I
think was
wanted.
yeah, that I think was everybody's problem. It's like, okay, so you're gonna do the first episode where people get raped and butchered and then never deal with it again. It's like, are you? I mean, it was, and you can't say otherwise. It quite literally was just it was an attention getter,
Yeah,
and
it was a tease.
and it was a cheap attention getter,
Hmm.
which I'll totally agree was very disappointing because I expected it to go into it. But the thing is the manga didn't go into it that much either. Now what it left out was the fact that they did go into it some with like like the one character that was not that the anime left out a lot of the storyline stuff for, which was very disappointing, was the elf chick.
Mm.
Because like she had an experience with goblins where they tried to rape her. Like she'd been, with her village, and they came for him, and she was able to escape. And the blind, like the whatever chick in the city that's super hot, and they make really sexually creepy in the anime.
I think that's just to cement the fact that she's kind of not a good person, though.
Well, it's pretty ambiguous.
I don't know.
As to whether she is
I
or
guess
isn't.
you could make the whole, you could make the whole argument, of, well, her intentions were good, but there is also the classic saying that the road to hell is paved in good intentions. So.
Yeah. But she, alright, where the fuck am I? Okay, but yeah, her issue was, well, she was raped and abused and scarred up by goblins. And the thing is people joke about, the goblins are just big jokes, and that's the big joke the whole time, is that people are scarred, like, irrevocably by goblins, and yet everybody ignores them as a minor threat. And it would have, I think it would have done better if it had concentrated more. I think it would have done better if it had concentrated more on the atrocities these little green monsters commit versus, the action scenes fighting them.
Yeah.
So I'll agree with that, because the thing is they could have turned it into like a real horror story of what these things do. Because like when he goes to fight the Lord, he like the Lord is sitting there thinking about how he's going to use the girl, like the priest, little priestess cleric person, like how he's gonna rape her and make her pregnant and then eat her alive. And it goes through like how he rose to lorddom, and it does that in literally like 6 panels. So it wouldn't have taken much to throw that in.
Yeah.
But I don't, I think they went with shock and awe, hoping they'd. Sadly, it'll never. I doubt we'll get a second season of Goblin Slayer.
No, and I honestly probably wouldn't watch if they did, just because of how disappointed I was.
Kyle and I watch terrible media regularly. And so, like, when people are like, oh my god, that was so terrible, I'd never watch it again, I'm like, really? It wasn't that bad. When in reality, it was probably some of the worst shit ever. Oh, where am I?
A lot of it isn't that the quality is just, like, so horrific, it's just there are certain expectations that weren't met.
No, I know what you mean.
I mean, plus, oh my god, I didn't realize that I literally just skull-fucked the world by breaking that pot, whoops.
What happened?
Everything's black now.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Wait a minute, motherfucker. I just did this. Didn't I?
So if I just pretend that it wasn't me who did that, is everybody gonna be cool?
Maybe? I don't know what's going on here.
Hey guys, what the fuck happened with that sun and shit? That's real weird.
Oh yeah, no, they're very upset with you. They're like, if it wasn't for the fact that we don't know how to fix it, you'd be dead.
Yeah, fuck off, Chris. Just buy my shit.
Where am I? Okay, I did move on. I want my secondary class, god dang it. God damn it, god blame it. I have some really, it's funny, it's hard for me to find gear for me. I have some really good Crusader gear.
Yeah, so in Act 2 of Diablo 2, there's literally also a point where the sun literally just fucking dies, and you gotta fix it. Although it isn't technically your fault. It just triggers when you get to the Lost City.
All I know is that I'm so triggered now.
By what?
So triggered. You know what? I'm triggered by everything.
No, well, that's fun.
When people say that term, I'm like, you just, it irritates me. It's an excuse for people to not take responsibility for their own actions, behavior, and opinions.
Yeah. The thing that annoys me about people using the term triggered is mainly that the people that I know that use that term misuse the term.
Pretty
Because
much everybody misuses the term.
Anymore, yeah. Because I've had a lot of my further left friends say that I'm triggered when we have disagreements when I'm really not.
All
It's like,
right.
do you even understand what the fuck you're talking about? Because you're misusing that term completely. You're like, sorry, you're hashtag triggered. I'm like, I'm really not. You're just
sorry, you're
stupid.
hashtag triggered.
Yeah, no, that's literally what they say to me. It's like, I'm sorry, but that doesn't just win you the argument, guy.
I know, right? It's yes. Yes.
You can go ahead and use that as a pejorative, but you still lose. You still suck.
It's okay. You use the word pejorative. They probably didn't understand that either.
Well, the person who uses it the most is not uneducated, and he knows what he means.
I think it's more a matter. Wow, that hurt. Wow. Dear Lord. I was like, oh, I should be good running across this fiery floor. I've got a bunch of health, and I'm just gonna run across really fast. And it just wrecked my energy shield, and just. All right, we're good for the moment. Okay, up, get back. Get back. Ooh. Okay. Yeah, but that's the thing is when I went to rehab, one of the big things that I had to go over and really had to, accept, which I'm sure sounds really sad to you, is the fact that, people say shit like, I'm triggered, or, you made me feel resurrect in town. No! You made me feel some way, or whatever. And the thing is that's acknowledging that person, for whatever reason, has the power to influence how you think and feel. And so, the thing to look at is, are you okay with giving that person the power to control how you think and feel? And the answer is, typically, hell no.
Step on my rights harder, Daddy Trump.
What? I don't even want to know. I will slay a powerful foe and gain its power. So does that mean I have to start this whole freaking labyrinth over? Because that sucks. Yep. I have to start the whole freaking labyrinth over. That is the amount of crap that is it's deep. It's dark and it smells terrible. Oh man, I don't know what happened. I mean, I'm sitting. Oh no, I know exactly what happened. I'm just irritated. You know, I'm just trying to get across a room, activate a lever, and instead it decides to just kill me. So I'm not going to bother fighting these monsters because I'm tired of this and I want to get my secondary class. Whoa!
Lever's OP blocks nerf.
What'd you say?
Lever's OP blocks nerf.
Yeah. Impenetrable shrine. You know what's funny? Alright, you know how people say that French is a romance language? I've never felt it that way. I've felt that I actually consider French to be, and you know, nothing against the language. I've always considered French to be, if anything, more guttural than German sometimes. Like, do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I would disagree. I think German is definitely one of the more guttural languages in Europe.
Well, yeah, you speak some German.
Yeah. Very little. Because I haven't been practicing like I'm supposed to. But...
Yeah, I know, I haven't either. Although I technically haven't, been supposed to be doing it.
So I think the main reason why people call it the Romance language is because most of the time, French flows together. Most of their words flow. Whereas in German, a lot of the words, how would I describe it, stutter. Like, there are a lot of full stops in the German language, and the consonants are almost all hard consonants, and a lot of the consonants are actually pronounced
Flame
multiple
claws
times.
the Sin Lord. I'm sorry, I had to read that. So, well, okay, I get your point. Just don't stand there, you idiots. Well, I guess they're undead, so technically they can't be terribly intelligent anyways. Oh, goodness. You know what? I don't have a spectral dude. Thank you. I will take that. Yeah, it's... I have to pay attention to all of my units since I'm so squishy. I mean, seriously,
units.
I am the epitome of glass cannon with this character. I mean, my units do so much damage, and I do nothing. Skulking Dweller. I'm sorry you're feeling I'm sorry you're feeling icky today. I have to go to the gym at some point today. I need to get back on it, you know? I went yesterday and was like, "Oh my god, I've let myself go so badly." It was really upsetting, actually.
That's literally me every time I ever go to the fucking gym.
It's because you go so seldom.
I know.
See, because that's the thing. Like, I was going so, consistently, and then, my life fell apart again, which was, a wonderful feeling. And,
Isn't it always?
God. I don't know how I'm still moving forward, but I somehow am. But yeah, so like, and so I get super depressed. I'm like, man, I can't get up and do this. Like, I'm just gonna sit here and whatever. Woo! Get Azaro! Get him! Get him! But yeah, no, it's like, cause before like I got super duper depressed. I'd gotten my I'd gotten my squat back up around 500. My bench was up back around 4, and like everything was going well. And then stuff just kept happening, and my car got wrecked, and insurance was like, "Screw you, we're not going to cover it." And I was just like, "Okay, I give up." I was just like, "This is too much."
Mm-hmm.
That's interesting. See, random, like, where did these skeletons come from? I didn't make them. Well, that's his decision. Like, why is this guy not attacking me? Not that I'm terribly upset, but... Ooh, bloodlust
Probably
support?
thinks
What
you
is
got a
that?
cute butt.
What?
I said he probably thinks you got a cute butt.
Maybe, but it's not for sale or use. What does that say? Labyrinth Trove. Ooh, I want the Labyrinth Trove. Wait a minute, I got a key. Didn't I? Or did I lose the key? Did I lose the frickin' key? I've got a spell for you whenever I come back to you. I've got a gem that you may enjoy.
Yeah, what is it?
Bloodlust support supports melee attack skills, causing them to deal more damage against bleeding enemies, but prevents those skills from inflicting bleeding on enemies in any way. What? So basically,
Well,
if you're...
seeing as I only use it wouldn't really work.
Yeah. I'm also somewhat confused as to what that actually means, but,
It means if the target's bleeding, you do more damage, but it means that
But
you
you
yourself
can't make them
cannot
bleed.
make the target bleed. Yeah.
So that's...
Because I
They
do
have a lot of, like, play with a
support
group.
that causes bleeding, but yeah.
They have a lot of play with the group skills.
Yeah. I need to go make myself some more tea. My throat's acting up.
Tell Biff to go easier on you. I am not reading poetry.
The Eternal offered his cunning, his eyes and ears bought and paid for.
Oh, of course it's gonna read to me anyways. And that's just going to just tear up my dudes.
The labyrinth is written.
Rhyme
2 men
claimant.
separated by blood.
Ooh, a vengeful rhyme claimant.
2 men. And only 1 emperor.
And of course, Yelvy left his mic on, or his TV on, or whatever, so I'm hearing the echo. Okay, there are many levers. This is my lever. There are many levers like it, but this one is mine. And there's a giant evil-looking spider in there. Alright, let's see here. See if... Oh, well that didn't do shit, did it? Whatever. Aha! Decorative chest. Dost thou have his key? Or are you going to rob me of said key so I cannot get trove? God dang it. Glitch. The the ARPG glitch. Isn't that just wonderful? I'll have to come back. See if maybe it'll fix it. There we go. Alright, well, I don't know why that item is glitched. It's very irritating. But... Alright, switch. Wah! Trap! Trap, no bueno. Come on. Armor, scrap. Brutal brute. I'm really getting tired of these traps in this labyrinth. And the echo from Tapatia's mic is driving me nuts. Alright. So I'm going to try to reset the area. See if that'll let me get that item, which I bet is a key to the labyrinthine trove. Which is very, very annoying. Okay, so we're going to go back. See if I can get it. Is it? Yeah, okay, there it is. Sand of Eternity. Now I can get it. I was right. It's there after all. Topaz Flask and Sand of Eternity. Let's see what this is. Huh, nice. So I pick, alright, the next idol you hit will no longer regenerate life. Okay. Interesting, interesting. What was I gonna have? What was supposed to be in between? I think it was...
The Asmeri were consummate survivors.
Whatever. No one cares. Huh. What is this door over here? The estate path. Maybe if I ran through that. No, screw it. We're going for the end. Alright, let's get this done. Woo! Leave me alone!
Such resilience. Wisdom is the offspring of suffering and time.
Alright. Oh, man. So here we are back in the mansion halls, where the ground is likely to burn my ass up. Goodbye, minions, if you don't get up here. Molten Shaker. Let's see here. Good, I will absolutely take that. What have we got here? What the hell is that? Is there anything up here? No. What about here? Bam. Hmm. Interesting. Oh, so you take damage standing there. Bullshit. Oh, that's irritating. At least I don't have to repair gear.
Tell your future.
Yeah.
Come over here.
So, man, that's irritating. Nice. We're gonna use that for now.
Alright, I'm back.
Welcome back, oh sickly one. Okay, I've had 2 enormously strong coffees, and I'm still tired as shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, I'm still really tired. I can't wait till you get to the labyrinth, so you get to suffer
Yeah.
like me.
Yeah.
Yeah, because this is terrible.
Lamau.
Lamau, he says. For those of you listening, Yelvi speaks in internet speak. He goes lol and Lamau because he's too cool for English.
It is English.
It is not. It is not considered English. You talk to any English professor, it is not considered English.
That's just because they're all bigoted and resistant to change.
They're all bigoted against internet shorthand.
They are.
Yeah, about that. As somebody that graded a paper in college by a guy that wrote the paper entirely in internet speak, I'll tell you right now, no, they have a point. I mean, the guy wrote it in like BRB and ROFL, like all of that. And I was like, he was like, what's wrong with it? I just went, are you kidding me? You actually need me to spell out why this is not going to work. Well, yeah. Ooh, a decorative chest. Give me a key. Nope. Whoa, scheisse. Whew, boy. I have no idea what the hell just happened. You know, I was hoping for a key, but we'll go with that.
You don't deserve to have a key.
You know what? Your mom doesn't deserve a key. Oh wait, that doesn't work on you. It's like Fox has created a looking for group post for GTA 5 because she is bad. Because she
Wow,
refuses
what a
to
nerd.
she refuses to play awesome games. I can't deal with the GTA 5. I'm so burned out on all of those GTA games because I played every single one, a bazillion times. I'm just like, I'm good. I had 5. And then I don't even know where it is. Like, I bought it. I couldn't tell you where it is.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat. I think I might have sold it. Probably did.
I don't sell games because occasionally my feeling about them or whatever will change, and I'll want to go back. And if I've sold the game off, I'm going to be very annoyed because I'm not a fan of spending money for something I've already bought. I'm also not a fan of having to repurchase something because of licensing laws, and I prefer not to download emulators and run the content through those.
Hey Conrad, do you want to have a Herald of Purity?
No.
Because I just got a second one.
Ooh.
You want some Holy Ghost?
No, I'm good though. Thank you. Oh shit! God damn it! All right, I'm gonna come back. God damn it! I need to up my gear because clearly that's what's fucking killing me. Wow, that requires 99 dexterity?
I don't even have 20, lol.
Fuck you. That's all I have to say.
I don't see why you gotta be so hostile.
Yeah, no, of course not. You don't see any reason at all. Man, none of it's freaking casting armor.
Hello.
Yes, hello. Itchbay. I got Dominating Blow, which just sounds like a bedroom maneuver. Yeah, baby, you ready for my Dominating Blow? Actually,
Way to take it there.
That sounds like a terrible bedroom room maneuver unless you're into dudes. You ready? Hey, Bubba, you ready for my my blow?
And now for my special technique.
Pain in butt. Okay, is there anywhere in the world that I haven't been? Yes, I have not done this. Pretty much anything here. Alright, so what are you doing in Act 3 so I can come help you if you want it? Or Act 2, I mean.
I'm in the Dread Thicket right now.
Oh, then you don't need my help. You'll be fine. Plus, I don't have a waypoint there, so I don't feel like running all the way there.
Nice.
Yep. It's called being lazy. God, I'm tired of the Esperance Plaza.
So I wonder if
A woodchuck
I
could chuck
put the
wood.
second Herald on, if instead of 3, I'll get 6.
Don't know.
I'll have to try it out. I need another red socket though.
I'm
I
gonna
think I'm
try
out
it
of
out.
red sockets. I'm gonna try it out.
I'm gonna try it out.
Welcome, Exile.
Hmm.
Did I ever have you watch that one video
No.
about
What?
Ella
Wait. What
when
video?
Ella was still broken? So I'm pretty sure I sent you a
When
video. It was either
Ella was
how
still
to Ella
broken? Are
or
you
Ella
talking
is
like?
easy
No, that's
in
Bella.
Rainbow Six.
I don't know if you sent that video, and if you did, I probably haven't watched
Well, yeah, you literally ignore everything I send you, just like all of my other friends.
it. I don't ignore everything. I watch a bunch of it actually. It's just
Oh yeah,
usually you
did you
send it
watch
to
the
me and I'm
Flesh
doing
Tears?
stuff.
How do I keep it
No, I
wet
do need
for
to watch
such
the Flesh
lovely
Terrors. I forgot
faces?
about that one. Cause that's the thing. Like I'm sitting there like, oh yeah. It's like, oh look, Gelby sent something. I need to watch that. And then I'm like, oh, but I need to do this first, and then I completely forget.
That's what they all say.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I can take the specter of a boss,
Gross.
and that, ladies and germs, is what it's all about. Oh man, don't get old. Don't live till 30. It sucks.
I'm already spiritually 40.
Oh shit, I don't. You want to talk about spiritually something? I'm spiritually like 65.
I have found the hideout.
There you go. One of many to come.
Literally take 2 steps inside of the hideout, get mobbed by a gang of fucking monkeys. Some hideout. Very
Yeah,
safe,
I know.
much
Well, you
secure.
have to clear it out to make it your hideout.
Mm.
So we just had some Middle Eastern yodeling. Oh wow, I just got 3-time chromatic orb. That is worth its weight in gold. Flesh and stone.
So you say it's a good area to build a hideout, but it clearly already was. But the people who are hiding here are obviously dead, so like,
Yeah, well that's
is
because
this
they
a good
sucked.
place or not?
That's because
All
they
I'm saying is
sucked.
clearly something found them.
Yeah, a bunch of fucking monkeys. God, I don't want to talk to this. I have a phone conference at 4 that I really don't want to have, and I need to do a couple of other things. I've been doing this since about 12:40.
Yeah.
You know what I love about these headphones? I can walk down to my car from my apartment and still not disconnect. They have some pretty amazing distance on them.
So what are the hideouts good for?
That's where your crafting stuff is, and really, you can just go. You don't have to go back to town to sell stuff. You can just go straight to your hideout. Eventually, that's the prophecy chick shows up there. You can sell all your stuff. I mean, you know, at this point in the game, you shouldn't be purchasing anything.
Mm.
Now, mind you, there is a guy later on in the library in part 3 that sells spells, and he is super duper valuable because he sells awesome spells.
Sure.
But other than spells and maybe different types of jewels, it's about all you would want to buy because you'll get better gear. As is typical in ARPGs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, right now I'm trying to get better gear so I can boost my character because I'm tired of dying. Because it's not a level issue, like the level to get into the labyrinth is 33, so it's not a leveling issue, which means it's a gear issue. Oh, that's not good. When it says kill named enemy and he starts glowing, I'm like, I need to get out of the way.
Thaumaturgy just keeps getting the better of you, doesn't it?
Take Deshrets.
I vowed to care for this empire with my eyes open. I lied to my people. I lied to myself. Blinded by my lust for power, I placed my faith in the most corrupt of men. By what's now as my
Oh,
legion
so
dies,
he became a monster. Nice.
they fall and rise.
Attack and cast speed.
Tide of mortal death and eternal damnation. I feel it now. The only
Okay, that actually.
corruption.
Ah!
I have failed my fellow men. Do not forget.
Dear Lord.
I beg of you. Survive me.
I have far more people following me on Instagram. I should do a new post on Instagram when I get on.
Yeah.
Although, to be perfectly honest, I didn't even care today. I was just like, I'm gonna get on. I'm gonna stream. If people watch me, they watch me. If they don't, they don't. C'est la vie. Oh man, I can't use any of those idiomatic statements that you and I use whenever we talk to each other all the time. Whenever I'm talking to Booze, I'll say stuff and he'll be like, "What?" And I'm just going, "Oh my god." Like when I was 17, like I spoke almost 3 languages.
Nice.
And he's a smart kid. It's just a statement of the state of our public education system.
Yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I went to public school as well, but I did private as well. So I had the benefit of comparing the two, and I found them both to be, at least in my area, equally as useful. The difference being that in order to get the same efficacy and use out of public school education, you have to try a lot harder to get out of it what you would otherwise. So, okay, there we go. But yeah, so just the idea that you can be 17 and not know that just blows my mind, man.
Look at that.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Look at that. Yoda. You seek Yoda. I do a pretty good Yoda impression, yes? Maybe? Possibly?
No.
No?
No
Well,
comment.
screw you two. Who asked you?
No comment.
No comment?
Literally
Yeah.
you.
Well, you know what? No one asked you. You low
You
level
did.
in
You
the
literally
northern
did.
forest. Whereas I'm running through the mountains. Man, people keep hopping in and then leaving. Is there something wrong?
You worry too much.
Yes, I know. I mean, to be truthful, the amount of follows I've racked up, in large part, is I guess could be seen somewhat as artificial, since I basically have told every single person in my friend list and family, and they're trickling in over time. But I'm basically like, hey, come follow me. Please watch if you want to, but at least come follow me on Twitch. But
Mm.
even so, I'm not doing follow for follow. Like it's actually people I
Mhm.
know, like and they usually come and watch. My mom was watching last night,
Yeah.
which was very surprising. I got a text message from her, and I was like, wait, what? She goes, oh, you look like you're having so much fun. Ooh, a silver coin. Oh man, you know what I miss about one thing I miss about well, one of many things that I miss about my wife being alive is she used
Mm.
to listen to normal music, music that people that are not me would listen to.
Mhm.
And so she for a long time she thought it was cute to put those songs as a she thought it was cute to put those songs as her ringtone.
Mhm.
And so, the phone would ring and she'd be like, "Oh, I love this song." And then I would start making limericks out of it.
Yeah.
And I basically ruined every single song she was a fan of. It was
That's
really amusing. That's not funny. That's not what he said. He's not talking about jerking off, Conrad. Yes, he is. I'm sorry. He's absolutely talking about jerking off. It's like various different country songs. By the way, I hope Dueling Kitty doesn't you and your trolly ways. I'm sitting there like I'm like that douchebag knows what he's saying is going to give the wrong impression, but he doesn't mean it that way, so you can't get mad at him for it. I was just like, God damn it. See, if anything, you should be happy that I know you as well as I do because it doesn't like I'm more just like amused at what you say half the time than like, oh god damn it.
This is the stuff. Good news, Exile. You find more and I'll come right over. Don't touch it though. This is the stuff. Greetings.
Hmm. I'm gonna check and see what my meal right now is supposed to be.
ascend the ancient pyramid. Ooh, a crafting recipe. Movement speed. But what
I
if I
really
don't
need to
want to
stop
move
following
faster?
hot chicks on social media.
Yeah.
I really do. Because I know how you're supposed to follow people to up your follows, but I spend so much time doing so much other stuff. I really need somebody to run my social media for me.
Looks like shite. Well, don't judge a mind by its entrance. Eternals used to pull all sorts of goodies out of these rocks. And they made my secret weapon.
I
Just
really hope my
inside the
fucking
room.
throat is at least mildly better by tomorrow, or it's gonna really fucking suck tomorrow.
You should be fine.
I mean, if all else fails, I'll just eat all of the Motrin in the fucking factory.
That's the other thing that sucks. Ooh. Okay. Okay, what is this? Alright, that's a better one. And I can take out that because it's worthless anyways for me. Shit. That just removes that thing's efficacy completely. Screw it, I don't care. Greetings. You dirty, dirty boy. Ha ha.
Hey, I showered this morning.
Did you? Did you
I
shower
did,
this
yeah.
morning? Because
I
I can
did, yeah.
smell your shit from here. Oh, what now? What?
I mean, if you can smell the shit I took through the toilet in the sewer, then I mean, you got one hell of a nose.
Yep. It's a gift and a curse.
I don't doubt it.
The nose, baby. The nose. Yeah, what do I not want to do? Talk to your weird ass.
Rude.
Enter the Azurite mine, find a way into the mountain, travel to Highgate. So I don't know what any of these are. So this is the mines level 1. You know what? I'm going to continue down the fucking mines, and then, because I can get to the Azurite mine here at any point. Actually, but now I say that, and I'm an idiot, because I forgot.
Welcome.
Forgot to activate the stupid, waypoint, because I'm brilliant. There we go. Tell me when you get to Act 3.
Okay.
Or Part 3, and then I'll come back and join you.
Okay.
What in the butt? What in the butt? You're supposed to wait until you're offline to practice your deep throat, dude. God damn.
Hey, man. I just can't help myself. Those cute traps aren't gonna suck themselves off, you know.
Those traps. See, I've heard people call dudes that look just, like dudes that look just like hot chicks traps. I just never really thought about it in the terms of like in Ixion Saga DT. Like the chick or the dude or whatever with green hair that all of a sudden the voice will drop. And the entire time it's like, followed by, oh yeah. Like, whenever I think of what you call a trap, that's what I think of. I think of that exact character. Because he's like, ooh, she's a cute girl.
There's a pretty good, yeah, there's probably a pretty good chance that would be a trap, yeah.
I mean, have you ever been out to the bar and had friends of yours, like, hit on somebody they think is a chick and it's not, and you can tell? But they can't?
No, I can't. No, I can't say that I've had that experience, but mainly because I don't go to bars.
Okay, well, I have had that experience, and it amuses me to no end.
That's okay.
I
Fucking
am
one of
not
my
the
friends
asshole that
did
will
go
allow
and
them.
bang a tranny at one point.
Did he know?
He did.
Hey, okay, whatever. You know, each to his own. I think I need to be less squishy.
Now you need to be more squishy.
No, I need to be less squishy.
But if you're less squishy, then it won't be as fun to crush you to death in a big bear hug.
What? Yes, because I'm totally talking about me.
I just want to point out something that really annoys me. The fact that the ringmail coat is better armor than the chainmail coat in this game. Some fucking bullshit.
I don't know why you find that particularly odd.
Hmm?
I don't know why you find
What
that
was that,
particular.
Conrad?
I said I don't know why you find that particularly odd.
Because ringmail is actually inferior armor historically.
Yeah. Oh.
Ringmail is the poor man's chainmail. Which is weird because ringmail was definitely not used a lot because it's in a really weird spot where typically if you could afford to have armor back in the day you would have chainmail unless you were like a lord or some shit who could afford plate or like a it would be a coat of plates.
Or if you
I
were
guess it really depends on the time frame really
shit, if you were
and what
strong enough
where
to
you were
stand up under
geographically.
that plate.
That's another great misconception. Plate armor is not actually very heavy. Okay. Um, if I were to lose
Really?
100 pounds, yeah,
It
if I were to
depends. It
lose,
depends on what culture's plate, dude.
not really, not really. Here's the thing, Conrad. If I lost 100 pounds and suited myself up in a full set of plate from anywhere in Europe, I would still be lighter than when I was right now.
Okay.
On average, a lot of plate armors weigh around 80-ish pounds for a full suit.
I will say that's less than a rucksack.
Yeah, and not only that, but the people who made those armors were very good at distributing the weight. So even though it is about 80 pounds, it doesn't feel like you're carrying 80 pounds. People don't give armorers or engineers of the past nearly enough credit. They weren't fucking stupid.
No, they were not at all. I mean, that's the thing is they're
But
still people.
yeah, again, there are a lot of misconceptions about the time, which is why I invested a good portion of my youth looking into some of these things because it was a subject that interested me. But I think we got off topic. Where was I? Oh yeah, the ringmail. Again, ringmail is in a weird place historically because if you had armor, you typically had mail, or if you could afford armor, you would have mail. If you not, you would usually have a gambeson or an akaton, which is essentially just padded linen.
I
And
know
if
what
you
a
had a little bit more
gambeson
money,
is.
and if you had a little bit more money, you might have little plates sewn onto it here or there. Which, even though it's literally just padded linen, it was actually perfectly adequate armor for a lot of situations, and
Oh
it
yeah, I
would
know.
do its job
You're
quite
you're
well.
you're hitting people with things that are essentially you would like to think sharp metal objects, but most of the time they weren't terribly sharp.
That is actually another misconception.
I
No,
mean, I
a
know they
lot of
took
the
care of it.
weapons, a lot of the weapons back in the day are not like razor sharp, but there's a reason for that. And also, they don't need to be razor sharp
Right,
to
I
get the
know.
job done either.
No,
No,
that's what I
most
meant.
blades were
It's
more
weight.
than sharp enough
It's
to
weight and
rend
shape.
through.
Yes. I mean, that's
But
why the Highlander claymores were so freaking deadly. They weren't particularly
and the
sharp, but
falks,
they would cut someone in half all the same.
yeah. But no, none of these weapons were by any means crude or even really necessarily dull, which is another thing that people seem to
Well,
assume about Western
the
weapons.
reason people assume that is because when they go see armor, they're seeing swords that are dull, like super dull.
Well, no shit, most of those are fucking how many years old anymore?
Well, and most of them are decorative. They're not
Because
meant to
those
be
are the ones
used
that
on the
typically
freaking
survive.
battlefield. A
Yeah.
serviceable weapon is thick enough that it won't break and sharp enough that it'll do the cutting. That doesn't
Yeah.
mean it's razor sharp or whatever. It's just pointy enough and
No,
weighty
because that
enough
would
to
actually.
do the job.
Yeah.
And actually, when you think about it, if it's too sharp and you hit mail, it'll blunt the edge.
Oh yeah, no. That's a big thing. You never want your blades to be so fucking sharp because it does exactly that. It decreases the edge durability by a lot.
God, when you think
But
about
so
that, can you imagine getting cut by something that's not even that sharp?
oh yeah, it'd be very painful. It would be more like a rip. Have you ever been cut by a blade of grass?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
it
think
would
anybody
probably
that's
be.
fallen on the grass has been cut by a blade of grass.
It would probably be a little bit cleaner than that, but there's a good chance it would feel similar.
Well,
But so
except much more
chainmail, as
painful.
well, yeah, because there's a larger damage area. But like I said, mail, of course, is literally just interlocking rings of steel.
I thought it was a dude. I thought it was a person with a dick.
Well, I mean, cod pieces were pretty popular for a long time there.
They're still popular. Fucking weird shit. Like, if a dude's wearing a cod
Do you
piece, he
like
better
my
be
dick
fucking
armor,
packing
dude?
underneath.
Do you like my dick armor?
Like, seriously. You know, that was
So,
actually a really common misconception about people in football. You know, like wearing a cup for football was the worst idea ever.
yeah,
Yeah, prepare yourself to get tore up by the cup. Yeah, the little bit of damage you may have avoided with your nuts is just going to be completely undone by the amount of damage it'll do to your groin.
that's not very surprising. But yeah, so again, mail, just interlocking steel rings. The design and the density of the rings, thickness of the rings themselves, how many rings are part of the weave, all of that changed based on culture and time period. The most common European pattern would be it would be 5 ring links. So basically, there's 4 rings all hooked together by a 5th center ring. In Japan, they had a really nice, like 8-ring loop that looked like a flower almost. It's pretty neat, but undoubtedly would have taken fucking ages to make and would have been expensive as fuck. But hey. But what ring mail is essentially those same rings, but instead of being riveted to each other, they're literally just sewn onto a leather backing or a cloth backing.
Yeah, I know.
And it's more of a vest, so
Lordly
less
plate.
durable, less protective,
You know what?
just inferior in general. And another thing that's rather interesting, there's actually quite a bit of debate on the ubiquity or lack thereof of leather armor in society, or in most societies. There are a few that we can say for certain definitely used it a lot. For example, the Greek societies, a lot of their armors were leather. But aside from that, there's not very much evidence to suggest that it was very ubiquitous to the
What, leather
point where some
armor?
people question, yeah, but that's just it's like the linen armor. There aren't very many examples because it's biodegradable, and over these periods of times, most of the examples have rotted away. So, like I said, there's currently a bit of a debate on leather armor and how much it was actually used, if at all. Because there are quite a few people who claim that there's no evidence, or there's so little evidence that it just wasn't really used.
Greetings.
But again, we do have some examples from, like I said before, Greece. I think Greece has some of the most examples we have of leather armor.
Well, you know why people
But then again, a
assume there's
lot of
so much
stuff like
leather
that.
armor, right?
Why?
Hold on just a moment. Okay, it's time to change weapons. Uh,
Just from the ubiquity of it in the medium portraying
yes.
the time period. Yeah, that's where a lot of it comes from.
It's because everybody and their
Greetings.
mom in common fantasy had fucking boiled leather armor. And so it's in tons of fantasy games.
Well, at least to be fair, at least you're smart enough to say boiled because that's pretty much the only kind of leather armor that you would even get. A lot of people don't even think of it as boiled or other in any other way hardened, which it would have had to been.
That's just stupid.
Yeah, well, again, because of the ubiquity of leather in fantasy, a lot of people don't know these things.
I mean, that's really stupid.
It is, but like I said, most normies don't even understand these basic concepts. So I commend you on your capability to reason.
I also was a history major, specifically
There you
British.
go. There you go. That's actually something that my father always said that I should do if I ever went back to school.
What?
Fucking go in as a history teacher.
Not a bad idea.
Like I said, I mean, it's stuff that's always, interested me. So it's definitely something that I could get into. I just don't know if I have the patience to deal with people.
That is also a
I'm
fair
sure I
point.
wouldn't be the most,
I'll be
and
right
I'm
back.
not sure how well my attitude would fit a classroom. All right, faggots, you're all wrong, and this is why. I'm sure that would go over well.
Yeah, right? Oh, man.
Conrad, you still there? Or did you
Mm-hmm.
finally go to do this? Oh, okay. Did you hear that they're making a Warhammer TV show soon?
Yes. You're the one that sent it to me.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Or no, wait. No, you didn't send it to me. Kyle did.
Ah, awesome.
Yes. I did see that. And it was then sent to my buddies who are Warhammer fanatics.
Yeah, what they think. I've heard a lot of
Cautiously
praise and a little
optimistic?
Yeah, that seems about right. A lot of people seem to think that Eisenhorn's a good place to start. I'm not really familiar with the Eisenhorn story though, so
I'm not really familiar with any of it, so
guess we'll see when it comes out, huh?
yeah, guess so. As I return back to this stream with some foods, because I ist hungries. Oh, goodness.
I'm glad like that the little openable shit usually has the currency stuff in it.
Yeah.
Because I always felt like there was no reason to break open shit in Diablo 3 because it was like, oh, there's like a 1 in 100 chance that you'll get like an item and a 1 in 1,000 chance that that'll be like a legendary, but the rest of the time it's literally just gonna drop nothing. At least it feels worthwhile to break shit in this because there's a good chance it'll have currency in it.
Mm-hmm.
Which was quite a bit different in Diablo 2 because breaking open shit and opening shit usually at least got you potions. You know, back when potions were a resource
Yeah.
that wasn't unlimited and on a timer.
Mm. I both loved and hated the inclusion of those legendary potions.
Yeah.
Ugh. I don't know what that just did. Okay, whatever. Back to main screen. Huh. Can I leave? Or did coming here just fuck me up? Yeah, it fucked me up.
Hello.
Let me tell you.
Oh, go away! gun. I have to go all the way back to town.
Fleet Forbidden Chamber.
Ooh.
Gonna have to go sell a bunch of shit before I actually go in there.
Probably wife.
I am very happy that all of the orbs stack, though.
Our desperation. It will set the nightmare to boil.
Because that would just be annoying as shit if they didn't.
Fishy in its own whining brine. Listen with all of your ears, not
Fun
your
fact, in the
ears.
first Diablo game, money did not stack or have a specific pouch. It straight up took inventory slots.
Good hunting.
And there was a maximum amount to how much could actually be in like one slot, so then it would take up another one. A pile of coins took up 2 inventory slots, and I think the max that it would go up to was like 500 or something like that. I don't know, I could be remembering things wrong, but yeah. Carrying around a shitload of money was not a good idea.
I can summon a Chaos Golem.
Yeah.
That's cool. Huh. Go for talk to somebody in town. Oh.
Deshret has ascended and returned, as we all must, to the dust of Bastille. The Red Supremacist dishonor has passed, and for that
Come on. I'm supposed to talk to some dude. Okay, there he is.
No, a big part of people thinking a lot of the armor being heavier than it was is that the jousting armor was very heavy. And that's what a lot of people use as example of all of the armor of the period was armor specifically to make sure that absolutely no matter what happened, you weren't actually gonna get seriously hurt.
Yeah.
I felt
Which is why the shit was so fucking heavy.
storm of her release. Our red Sakema is free to mingle once
But
more
actual
with the red
combat armor
earth
was
of
nowhere
Brennus.
near as heavy as people make it out to be. Because you need to be able to move and be limber.
Yeah. Mithril.
I know it's such a weird thing, actually not being able to. Such a strange concept. I actually have to be able to move to fight effectively.
Right? The snark is strong with this one. Oh yeah.
Yes, and so Mountain. Pleased to see you too.
Kraken book hammer, or Kraken rook hammered buckler. Righteous fire, that sounds something cool. Onslaught, blunt warhammer.
Unleash the Kraken!
A portal to the ancient pyramid, huh? I will go through that later. After I finish murdering everyone here.
Such violence! Why can't we all get along?
They always say that TV makes you violent, but I say that not having TV is making me really fucking violent.
Yeah.
Oh, that was literally the entirety of this corrupted place. Okay, I guess I'm going through the portal.
They're usually pretty short.
Yeah, but that was even shorter than the last one that I went through.
They can be really short. Ah!
An ash prophet, huh?
The mind, level 2. Oh, great. There's a prophecy right there.
Yeah.
Yep. That
What
is
did
the
it say that you
outcome
will
of a
contract
prophecy
super
right
AIDS?
there. Huh?
I said, what was the prophecy? You will contract super AIDS?
Watch it. We are live here, Schnookums. Sweetie.
I don't see what the problem is.
Some people may find that reference somewhat offensive. Mother of God,
The
what is
reference
going
that people
on?
can catch diseases?
That what?
That people can catch contagious diseases? I don't see what's so,
Oh my God.
so controversial about
Whatever, dude. Don't give me that shit. You and Jarrett, well, that's not what I said.
But he's not. I did nothing wrong.
I just love your friends, we know how you are.
Look, man, I understood what he was trying to say, and the only thing that I had to say back is, you're the only one hearing these dog whistles. So, you got something? Is there something you're trying to tell us? Because you're literally the only one who's hearing these things.
Is Timmy at the bottom of the well, boy?
Lassie's the first non-cartoon show I ever watched.
Couldn't stand Lassie.
The one I watched was okay.
I was scarred by Old Yeller and Where the Red Fern Grows.
Well, I mean, yeah, it's Old Yeller, so...
Old Yeller scarred me. Like, permanently for life.
Like I said, it is Old Yeller, so...
That movie never should have been fucking made, man. So much wrong with that movie. Whoa, okay. Okay. Come here, all of you. Get rid of this guy, please.
The Val Oversoul. Hey, look!
Oh, yeah.
I literally just got a tooltip on a loading screen that confirmed what we took all this time to figure out.
What is it?
Support gems need to be socketed in an item with a link to the gem that you're trying to support.
So, I'd like to, I'd like to just make a comment about the fact that that's how that's why I sat there and went, I wonder. That's like exactly how I came to that thought. It wasn't, wow, I'm curious. It was, you know what, that tooltip makes me worried. I was like, I wonder if I'm screwing this up.
Big think.
Yeah, right?
Yes, give me all of the things that increase the area of effect.
Give me the
Yes.
AoEs!
Yes. I now have 20% increased AoE. Delicious.
Delicious.
Well, if I can get the dexterity to use my other weapon, then I'll have an even bigger AoE.
So are you having more fun with this game as you get into it?
Literally the entirety of the enjoyment that I get out of this game is trying to see how OP I can make my smite.
You do realize that that's usually the joy you get out of any ARPG is to see how OP you can make your character. I mean, that's like the whole point. Because it's so loot happy.
It's not how I played Diablo 2. I played Diablo 2 mainly for the story and the fact that summoning skeletons was fun.
Well, the story in this is good, but the way they set it up is you can completely ignore it. Like, it's completely ancillary to the game itself. So it's not something you have to pay attention to in this game, which is both a plus and a minus. A plus because I would rather get through to the in-game content. But a minus in that a story can make or break an RPG, especially an ARPG. And so I stopped just tearing through dialogue, and I took a little bit of time to sit down. And from what I've seen so far, it's actually the storyline in this is actually really good.
I'm not sure if I want to use this gem or not. Like, I want to use this gem, but I feel like it's gonna get me fucking killed so much.
I do know that feeling.
So I got the Righteous Fire gem.
Okay.
So
What is wrong with the Righteous Fire gem?
engulfs you in magical fire that rapidly burns you and nearby enemies. Your spell damage is substantially increased while under the effect. The effect ends when you have 1 life left.
I'm not sure how I feel about that either.
It literally burns you and everything around you until you're almost dead.
That's a lovely...
Enemies burn for 40% of your maximum life a second as fire damage. Enemies also burn for 40% of your maximum energy shield per second as fire damage. You burn for 90% of your maximum life per second as fire damage. And 70% of your maximum energy shield per second as fire damage.
Good lord.
And increases your spell damage by 20%.
You haven't gotten divination cards yet. They add even more funness.
I don't know if I want to use that or not.
I'm not sure I would use it either, to be perfectly honest.
I mean, it sounds fun, and it would probably do a decent amount of damage, because I'm pretty sure I've got a good amount of health. Where would I go to look at that?
You would go to...
I've got
character.
764 life.
I wonder what I have.
I've got 86 energy shield, 622 armor.
What's your energy shield?
86.
Well, where I don't have armor, or, and I'm 703 on life at level 42. But my energy shield
You have less health than I do.
Yes, I know. But my energy shield is 409.
That's fair. My estimated physical damage reduction is 51%.
Shit, what's mine? What is it? Say it again.
51%.
Oh, yeah, well, that's nice.
Well, cheers.
9.
Big oof.
Like, not 19, not 90, not even 29. It is 9.
Awesome. Your physical damage resistance is the exact same percentage as Ihan Omar's approval rating. How does that make you feel?
Who is Ihan Omar?
She's a politician.
Oh, okay.
There's a bunch of controversy between her and Trump right now.
Oh, what's the... Did he allegedly grab her by the junk?
No. He targeted her, AOC, and 2 other chicks I don't know, and said that they should go back to their countries of origin, fix them up, and then come back and tell them how they did it, instead of criticizing the United States. And everybody's like, that's super racist! And all of those women were born here.
Well, they might have a point on the racist.
Yeah, maybe. A lot of that's about interpretation, though, I guess.
Yeah.
Not that it matters, because I don't. Literally, nobody really gives a shit about people calling Trump racist anymore.
I don't think Biden is a strong enough candidate to win this election for the Democratic Party.
No, he's not.
I mean, since there's no one else in chat except us and a bot, I think. Yeah, no, I absolutely do not think that Biden's strong enough to beat Trump. Because the thing is the people that voted for Trump, which included my wife, I might add, are the people that don't fucking talk on the internet, that don't talk shit on TV, that don't state their opinions, loud to everybody else. They're the people, blue collar workers that want things to just move along quietly. That's why there's the huge public split between what people see as the great hate against Trump versus the reality that the silent majority is the reason why he won last time, and I in my opinion, it's going to be the reason why he wins this time.
Probably.
I mean, I absolutely, I have no real doubt that, I mean, unless something crazy happens during the election period, there's no way in
Well,
hell.
I mean, given how many scandals Trump's has been in the last couple of months, I don't think there's really anything that's going to shake him. Because literally after that whole tweet storm he had that I just told you about, his approved... The one
oh, yeah, that one? Oh, God.
Yeah. His approval rating literally went up after that. His approval rating's at 45% now.
Did it really?
It did. It's the second highest it's been in 2 years by 0.1%. His highest approval rating in the past 2 years has been 45.1%. So yeah, I really don't think there's anything that can shake him right now. Unless he does something really, really fucking stupid. Like,
well, I'm waiting to see
so abhorribly stupid.
Oh, yeah.
There's
well,
no justification.
What else could he do that's horribly stupid?
Actually do something and just, instead of being mean on Twitter. Because that's pretty much all he does, and that's where almost all of the controversy comes from, is him being mean on Twitter.
Which is funny, because he does it just to piss people off.
Oh, yeah. Did you also see that he's changing the asylum laws?
What executive order is this? I have not heard of this one.
So it's something that he was doing recently, very quietly under wraps, while everyone was freaking out about those tweets I was mentioning.
Mm-hmm.
He's basically making it so that people cannot claim asylum if they're coming through more than one country before they get to the U.S.
Really?
Yeah, and nobody's talking about it because everybody's busy talking about how racist he is.
South America will actually probably like that quite a lot, because they're pissed about the asylum, like DACA and everything, because essentially it's basically saying that, yeah, we'll take the children that that you're obviously not taking care of. And it's like, well, that's not cool. But what are they gonna do? So they tried to turn it into a benefit. What the fuck is that? All right.
Okay, I really just need to get, like, one more deck so I can use my fucking poleaxe. Like, dear God. Alright, I'll be right back.
I actually, I'm gonna have to. I'm not going anywhere. Like, basically, I'm just gonna. I won't even mute myself on here, but I'm gonna have to back off the stream because I got to make a phone call. So.
Oh yeah, that meeting you were talking about.
Yeah. So I got to make a quick phone call. So yeah, I just won't talk for a little while. I'll be right back.
Alright, no problem.
And for those of you who watch this replay and are not overly offended by our conversation, thank you for watching. Thank you for coming in, and rock on as usual, Twitch land.